So there's several critical elements to get right when selling a home. A few of those are, getting their price right, pre-marketing, pre-listing marketing specifically, agent communication with clients, navigating the offers, addendums, disclosures, exhibits, and contingencies. So today we're just going to talk about the best practices on pricing a home. We want to make sure that we're protecting your equity that you've built in your home so that you're not losing any money. So first, we're going to look at pricing from your own standpoint as a homeowner. If you think, after 3 weeks, you've gotten, your agent's gotten no telephone calls, there's been no showings, and obviously then no offers, you would, be concerned what's going on. Maybe there's something wrong with the price. You'd be questioning that at least. So let's look at that through the eyes of the buyer. So let's say that you're a buyer. We're out there looking for homes with you, and you don't see any that you like, and we've seen several, and we're on several weeks later, you still haven't seen any that you like. Finally, you get to one and your eyes just light up, and this is the one. But for whatever reason, you decide not to put in an offer. Okay. Now, fast forward that 3 weeks from that day, and you still see that it's on the market and it's still at that same price. Would you feel like, well, you know what? I don't probably have any competition. I certainly don't need to put in a full price offer if you're even going to put in an offer. So that's kind of looking at that from both perspectives. And that's just 3 weeks later. You really, as a homeowner, right, you even start thinking about that sooner than 3 weeks if you don't have any offers and showings and so forth. So, time on the market is a killer. And that's one of the things we learned through the 72 Sold program is time on the market is killer. We have got to get that price right from the beginning. And so we have to look at that from a market analysis, not just what you want out of it, but what are buyers paying for it right now? Because otherwise it's just going to sit on the market. So other important things are the areas of town. Some areas of town have higher prices. So for instance, where we live, we have a river that runs through the town. Up and down that river on both sides, that's going to garner more money. If you're around a golf course, those kinds of things are going to, a lake or a river, that kind of thing is going to get you more money. So we have to take that into account, pricing from that perspective. And then also, some buyers may prefer to rent. So we do have to be thinking about, what type of rent is going on, what is rental prices in your area for your home, because some buyers are out there trying to decide whether or not they should continue renting or if they should purchase a home. Also, you have people who, when they're moving to a different area, a lot of times they want to rent for a year or so they really get an understanding of what the area is like so that they know where they want to buy. And that's another reason we have to be thinking about what the rental prices are. So, and then similarly, an existing homes competition is new construction. So if you've lived in your home for even more than 2 years, if you have a new construction home that's only been built 2 years ago, but you've lived in it for 2 years, you're still going up against new construction. Yours is new, but it's not as new as what's being built right now. And so you're going up against new construction, let alone if your home is older than that. You're definitely going up against new construction. So that's something that we have to think about. Everybody wants new and light and bright and so forth. So we have to be thinking about what's going on from not only a rental, but also a new construction perspective as well. So whether you're ready to list or simply exploring your options, I invite you to schedule a value consultation with me. And similarly, if you're outside of the area but looking for a great agent that knows these 72 Sold strategies, I'd love to hear from you, and I can get you a list of those agents.